If income-driven repayment did not exist, many folks would not be willing to pay the current sticker prices that exist, period. And I think that a lot of those schools that admit the 60th percentile to the 80th percentile of a profession that would in that 85% acceptance rate, for example, I think those schools are not going to be able to get people to fill the seats at a price that makes sense to keep the schools open. So I think a lot of those schools are going to close. But it's not going to be like a catastrophic cataclysm or anything. But I do think you're going to see a steady drumbeat of school closures that's just going to continue and continue and continue. They depend on a bunch of new grads, almost like an oversupply of new grads that are super indebted and feel like they have no other choice but to go work at these big shops. The debt amounts are more capped, and you're not going to have as many new grads, able to finish. That's going to put a real crunch on the private equity and the corporate-backed groups to attract practitioners. How many physicians are tied to their nonprofit hospitals because they have $400,000 of medical school loans? But if you're capped at $200,000, right, of student loans instead of $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, so if you could go get a private job and pay back $220,000 with interest, or you could do PSLF and pay $150,000, which one are you going to want to do? Well, financially, a lot more people are going to go into the private practice world. So that's going to make it harder to attract and retain physicians in the nonprofit hospital space once these new loan limits go into place.